I would never assume that everyone watching these videos has all of their financial needs met because our reach is too broad for that. However, there are two assumptions that I typically make when talking about money.
We all think buying things makes us happy. That new phone, those trendy shoes, a fancy gadget, they give a rush for a moment. But science shows that most material purchases don't bring lasting happiness. In fact, chasing things often leaves us empty, craving more. Yet some purchases do have a real, measurable impact on our well-being. The kind that not only makes you smile for a day but actually enriches your life. Researchers have spent decades studying this phenomenon. Psychologists call it the happiness gap. The difference between how much we think things will make us happy and how much they actually do. And while most purchases disappoint, there are three types that consistently increase long-term happiness. If you want to spend money in a way that truly lifts your mood, builds connection, and strengthens your sense of meaning, understanding these categories can change the way you approach spending forever. 1. Experiences over things. The most striking insight from happiness research is that experiences consistently bring more lasting joy than material possessions. Whether it's attending a concert, going on a vacation, taking a cooking class, or enjoying a night out with friends, experiences create memories that linger long after the moment passes. Scientists explain this through the combined effects of anticipation, memory, and social connection. When you plan an experience, your brain releases dopamine in the days or weeks leading up to it, boosting excitement and engagement. Afterward, these experiences transform into memories you can revisit, generating repeated bursts of happiness, something most material items fail to provide once their novelty wears off. Experiences also strengthen relationships. Sharing meaningful moments with friends or family enhances connection, which studies identify as one of the strongest predictors of long-term happiness. Even solo experiences like hiking, traveling, or learning something new alone broaden perspective, challenge comfort zones, and foster a sense of personal accomplishment. Unlike objects, experiences shift attention from accumulation to active participation. They encourage living fully in the present rather than focusing on ownership or status. By prioritizing experiences over material goods, science shows that we cultivate deeper, more enduring joy. Investing in life lived, through shared moments, personal growth, and meaningful adventures, is one of the most reliable ways to boost lasting happiness. 2. Time-saving purchases. The second type of purchase that has been shown to significantly increase happiness may seem surprising: spending money to save time. This can include hiring a cleaner, using grocery delivery services, or taking a rideshare instead of driving yourself. At first glance, these may appear to be simple conveniences, but behavioral research reveals a deeper impact. People who spend money on freeing up time consistently report higher life satisfaction than those who spend on material items. Unlike money, time is a finite resource, and feeling constrained by daily chores, errands, or obligations often generates stress and frustration. By investing in time-saving solutions, we reclaim precious hours to focus on meaningful activities, whether it's exercising, pursuing hobbies, spending quality time with loved ones, or simply resting and recharging. The benefits go beyond mere convenience. They provide mental freedom. Offloading tasks that drain energy or consume unnecessary hours allows us to regain control over our schedules, making space for activities that genuinely enrich life. Interestingly, studies show that the happiness boost from buying time is comparable to that of spending on memorable experiences. In essence, it's not the act of spending itself that brings joy, it's the freedom and opportunity it creates. By strategically investing in ways to save time, we unlock a deeper, lasting sense of well-being that material possessions rarely provide. 3. Purchases that benefit others. The third type of purchase that reliably boosts happiness is spending money on others. While it may sound like a simple cliché, scientific research consistently supports this idea. Acts of generosity, whether large or small, activate reward centers in the brain, releasing dopamine and creating feelings of warmth, satisfaction, and connection. In essence, giving triggers a neurological response similar to receiving, but with a unique emphasis on meaning and purpose. Generosity doesn't need to be extravagant to make an impact. Small, thoughtful acts, a coffee for a coworker, a shared meal with a friend, or a donation to a meaningful cause, can measurably improve mood and overall life satisfaction. Psychologists explain this effect by pointing to the way generosity strengthens social bonds. By investing in others, we reinforce relationships, deepen connections, and cultivate a sense of community. At the same time, giving fosters purpose and perspective, reminding us that life extends beyond our personal desires and daily concerns. This awareness contributes to lasting happiness, far beyond the fleeting pleasure of material consumption. Interestingly, research emphasizes that the emotional impact of giving is highest when the act is intentional and thoughtful. Mindless or habitual donations, or gifts given without genuine engagement, produce significantly smaller happiness boosts. Conversely, mindful generosity, where the giver is emotionally present and connected to the act, amplifies joy and fulfillment. In other words, the value of spending on others is not measured solely in monetary terms, but in the care, attention, and emotional investment behind it. When money is spent with love and purpose, it produces lasting satisfaction, creating a cycle of happiness that enriches both the giver and the recipient. The science behind these patterns: why do these three types of purchases outperform everything else? The answer lies in how humans are wired. Material goods trigger a quick dopamine spike but lose novelty fast. Our brains adapt to possessions and hedonic adaptation sets in, meaning the happiness boost fades. Experiences, time-saving, and generosity, however, engage deeper psychological processes. Experiences tap into memory, anticipation, and personal growth. Time-saving purchases reduce stress and free mental bandwidth for meaningful activities. Generosity activates social connection and purpose. All three are linked to factors that consistently predict life satisfaction, relationships, autonomy, personal growth, and meaning. In other words, they aren't just fun buys. They're investments in the architecture of your well-being. Practical tips to apply this knowledge. Now that we know the science, how do we use it? Here are a few actionable strategies. Prioritize experiences. Instead of a new gadget, buy a class, a trip, or an event ticket. Build a calendar full of moments rather than objects. Invest in time. Consider what tasks drain your energy. Could you outsource them for a small fee? Even modest spending on convenience frees up hours for meaningful activities. Give with intention. Think beyond obligations. Surprise a friend, donate to a cause you care about, or create small moments of generosity. Engage emotionally, and the happiness boost multiplies. Focus on mindset. Money alone doesn't guarantee happiness. Spend thoughtfully, anticipate joy, and savor experiences and acts of giving. Mindfulness amplifies the effect. By intentionally allocating funds to these categories, you shift from short-lived pleasure to enduring satisfaction. Each purchase becomes a tool, not just a transaction. Why this matters today: in a world dominated by consumerism, it's easy to believe that happiness can be bought. Advertising thrives on this illusion, convincing us that the latest product will fill the emptiness we feel. But science shows that long-term joy comes from connection, purpose, and lived experience, not objects. Focusing on these three types of purchases also combats a subtle but common trap: the comparison effect. Material goods invite comparison. Someone always has a bigger house, a faster car, or trendier clothes. Experiences, time, and generosity, however, are personal and unique. They can't easily be compared, which shields your happiness from social pressure. Ultimately, spending money in ways that nurture growth, freedom, and connection creates not just fleeting pleasure, but lasting well-being. And that's the kind of return on investment no stock, bank account, or shopping spree can match. If you're wondering how to spend your next paycheck, remember this: the path to happiness isn't through accumulation, it's through engagement. Experiences enrich your memory, time-saving purchases free your life, and generosity connects you to others. Science isn't just confirming what feels right intuitively, it's giving us a roadmap to spend wisely for joy. Next time you consider buying something, ask yourself, will this create lasting happiness, or just a fleeting thrill? Choose experiences over things, buy back your time, and give generously. Not only will you feel happier, but you'll also build a life full of stories, freedom, and meaning. Priceless assets that no amount of stuff can replace. Happiness isn't about the things you own, it's about how you live. And science is clear: the right purchases can transform your life, shift your mindset, and make joy a deliberate part of your everyday routine. Start spending with intention, and watch how small choices ripple into bigger satisfaction, stronger connections, and a deeper sense of purpose.